Hey, this is Jared from Caliber Theory, and you're listening to Honest Brutality.
Created by the people, created for the people. No holds barred, no punches pulled, just honest brutality. I don't know what the fuck you guys are thinking. You don't ever talk about my band again. What's this honest brutality shit anyway?
Honest brutality.
Hey everybody, this is Honest Brutality. I am your host, Evil, and I am joined by my co-hosts.
This is Big Sloppy.
And Cameron Rebel.
And we have a very special group of guests on the line today. The gentlemen from Caliber Theory.
Hello.
Introduce yourselves and the instrument that you play in the band, please.
I'm Justin. I play drums.
Josh, lead guitar, substituting. We'll get to that in a second. Jared, vocals. Sean, bass. Ivan, guitar and vocals. Do you do vocals? He doesn't know. He's only here half the time.
Guys, thank you for taking the time today. Ladies and gentlemen, this amazing band is going to be part of our festival at Bands Against Bullying. Mm-hmm. You guys are some very busy guys. You're out playing all over the place. Tell us a little bit about your current touring schedule and where you're playing and how that's going.
Yeah, we are really busy, but we love that kind of stuff. As tired as we are, there's nothing that Red Bull can't fix or a cup of coffee. So we just played Friday night in Wichita Falls, Texas. It's about 2.5, 3 hours away from Dallas. It was a fun show, and came back home, and we took this week off from traveling. We're playing Rocklahoma this coming weekend on Saturday, so that's going to be
nice.
Awesome.
Are you guys?
Go ahead. Sorry.
Are you guys playing on the Dark Side stage?
Absolutely, DMG Productions Dark Side stage, man. That's like family to us now. We've been talking to Mr. Chris Sullen Taylor there for DMG, and he's taking really good care of us, man.
Yeah.
And
he's a good dude.
He's amazing.
Absolutely. So yes, we will be in the Dark Side stage.
For the listening audience who doesn't know who Caliber Theory is, tell us about the inception of the band, where it came from, how you guys got started, and why you're doing what you're doing.
Okay, how long is your show?
You take as long as you need, brother.
Let's see. I'll try to nutshell it real quick. And Justin, give me help on years. Started with you and Andrew and Matt in about what year?
Like 2012 or something.
2012, they started writing music. And then, let's see, John, the bass player, John Nunez, the bass player, joined Caliber Theory. And then they went about trying to find a singer. And how long did it take you to find a singer?
Hey, we found one. It didn't take that long, but then something happened, and can't go into details on that. But,
oh, bullshit. We want details.
We don't know if his handlers would appreciate it. He's a good guy. I've met him a couple of times. But he parted ways with Caliber Theory, and I joined. And then... let's see. So Andrew, Matt, John, Justin, and I started writing music and went into the studio pretty much immediately and produced a 4-song demo and started playing shows. And then as life happens, John got married and decided it's time to have kids and families. And being in a rock band that's very busy wasn't going to facilitate that. So he parted ways. Same thing almost with Mr. Matthew Cox. He has a professional career. So Matthew parted ways and with us, and we kept going with our good friends Ivan on guitar and Sean on bass. And we've been playing for about a year now as Caliber Theory is now, give or take. Yeah. And we just got real busy real fast. It just all came out of nowhere. One day we were playing a show every other month or so, and then the calendar just started getting filled up real fast. We went into the studio and came out. We have 8 songs out now that are all available all over the place. You guys also pushing out the jams, and we greatly appreciate that.
That's what we do, man.
We're out all over iTunes and Pandora, all that kind of stuff. I won't say too many names because I don't want to promote your competitors.
No, it's okay.
Oh, yeah,
For the record, there is no real competition. But keep going.
So you guys have this sound that I have a hard time describing when I tell people, they say, well, what does Caliber Theory sound like? And most of the time, when you take a band out of your region, it's pretty easy to say, well, it's got a Texicali feel to it, or it's got this, Southern rock feel. You guys are more straight ahead, a little bit more gritty, but still have the heavy, hooky melodies. How would you describe your music? And how do you guys, how does that formula work?
Well, for the existence of Caliber Theory and all its members, we've all been trying to answer that question ourselves. I don't know, really. I mean, we get compared to a lot of bands out there. Right off the top, Breaking Benjamin and Chevelle are the first two that people compare us to, which is great because we are influenced by them and we are fans of those bands. I don't really know how to, personally me, maybe the other guys, you want to chime in, and I don't really know. We just, hey, that sounds good. Let's write that. Let's do that.
Right.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this one sounds like ABBA. Let's go with this.
Hey, be a dancing queen. It's cool.
Nice.
Oh, that is awesome. You guys are going to be at our Bands Against Bullying show here coming up in a couple weeks. When you guys were approached about it and agreed to come play and hang out with us, what was your thoughts on that? What is your thoughts on the show itself? What are your thoughts on bullying and suicide?
I don't know too many people, unfortunately, in 2017 that haven't been touched by either one of those entities in their life. For us as a band, it's really not. It's not really anything we have to think about as far as if we're invited to something, especially something that of magnitude. We absolutely want to do whatever we can. If our music helps in any way, shape, or form, then absolutely we want to facilitate that. So when we were invited, it was really kind of a, hey, June 10th, Bands Against Bullies. Okay, we'll be there. Wasn't a lot of thought to it. Andrew, our guitar player, he won't be able to be there for the June 10th situation. Our buddy Josh that introduced, he's with us today, practicing, gearing up for that show. He's stepping in for just that show to fill in for Andrew.
Oh,
He
wonderful.
has
Nice.
I wish he was here so he could speak from a very personal level. He has some very, very deep roots with bullying as he was in school, and now he's in a rock band, so he really kind of gets to be like, I can't speak for him and what those experiences really are to him, but he really wanted to be able to play the show, and it really kind of upsets him that he's not going to be able to.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
we understand, sometimes life happens, but
Absolutely.
we really appreciate the fact that you guys are traveling so far and working so hard to help us with this because, as you know, we are really, really behind this movement.
Yes, you are. You're working really hard, and it's such an awesome cause. We just got an email. I think it might have even been Friday as we were driving to Wichita Falls. There was a lady that emailed us about one of our songs called "For Them," and I wrote it about my wife and kids, and but made it to where if I write a song or we write a song, I live through philosophies of idols, and Chris Cornell, as we all know, passed away, is one of my biggest ones.
Yes, sir.
And he always said, when I write it, it's no longer mine. When it's recorded, it's theirs. You interpret it how you want to, and you take it and make it mean what you want it to mean. And I've always believed that at me as a lyricist. So she wrote us this really heartfelt email about her daughter who was in high school and has had to seek out some professional help, and she loves that song, and the family loves that song. So I hope we see them on June 10th, but I definitely know we'll see them in Rocklahoma, and I'm going to have them come up on stage. It really meant the world to us musicians that someone takes that song so personally, and it means so much.
Yeah, that's the one thing about music is music saves lives. And we talk to so many bands all the time, and it's one of those things where you're a band, you're on stage, you're performing, you're recording, you're doing all this stuff, but you don't know how your music is touching a certain person, of course, unless they tell you. So, I mean, music is an amazing thing, and it's a great tool to use for saving people, really. And the ambiguity of your lyrics just shows that.
Well, thank you. That means the world to me.
Yeah. You're welcome.
To make this personal, guys, we actually spoke to the driving force behind this, the mother of the young lady that committed suicide from the bullying and all that today. And I was inspired to do this initially, but having spoken to her now, what we're doing, what you guys are a part of, is a huge undertaking. And it's really having an impact across the world, not just here,
Right.
There locally, but across the world. We're getting impact from England, for God's sake. We're getting from Maryland, California, all across the U.S., all over the world. And you guys are part of this. And I just want to say thanks. I can't explain how much it means to us to have you guys coming out and take care of this.
And like I said, I mean, we're humbled. We're honored and privileged to be invited. To be a part of something like this. And again, like magnitude. If people are out there and don't realize that bullying exists, and to the extent that it exists, there's a documentary I just watched called Fish Face that really lets people know. And it's a what do they call that? Reality. It's shot on standard home cameras, whatever. And
Okay, yeah.
And they follow kids in different parts of all over the country. It's not just concentrated. It's not a California thing. It's not a New York thing. It's not a Dallas thing. It's all over America. And it's a really eye-opening documentary if anybody ever gets a chance to watch that.
I'll be checking that out post-haste.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be doing some video and some other fun things out there with you guys. I'm aspiring to put together a project after the fact, a small documentary on this entire endeavor. And you guys are going to get to be part of that. So bring your smiling faces for the camera.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, let's get back to Caliber Theory's music just a little bit. Where are we at right now? Are you guys in the writing process? Are you getting ready to go back in and do some recording? We got new material coming up. What's happening?
We do have new material coming out. We are so busy. We have tried to find the time in the cracks between shows that we were just like, all right, this, because you write and you're like, ooh, that sounds really good. Let's record that real quick, and so we can remember where we are. Just preparing for the next show. We're all up, tearing down gear and driving somewhere that when we get done with our July scheduling, because we're booked all the way out past that into a little bit to August. As the fall starts to roll in, that's really where we're going to take our downtime and go back into the studio and produce our first full-length album is the plan.
Nice.
Are we going to get to hear any brand new unheard material at Bands Against Bullying?
Oh, you're going to hear some prizes. We'll just
Awesome.
keep.
No, that's perfect. I like to tease them. So right on, guys.
Is it a surprise because you don't know what it is yet?
This guy's good.
I'm on to you.
How does the listening audience, how do they find you, connect with you, get your music, book a show?
What these guys don't say in words, they do in technology. Sean, Ivan, and Andrew, they're all over it. We're everywhere. Google Caliber Theory. You'll find everything. iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, YouTube. We have our own website. Yeah. I don't even think you can get finished typing in Caliber Theory. Two things will come up: Caliber Theory and Caliber Collisions. So you either want to.
Perfect. Well, we're going to put you on our website. You're also on the bandsagainstbullying.rocks website currently on the bands page. So you're there. And the listening audience is going to get to hear you loud and proud. And we're going to talk about you some more on our shows, on our podcast, and on our Rock Rage radio shows. Thanks again, guys. We really, really appreciate everything you're doing and cannot wait to meet you in person.
Yeah.
Thank you guys again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
day. He asked, what kind of man are you? My mind goes blank, I look away. He says you don't have a clue. I watch my children as they play. Is that the best you can do? Silence on my lips, nothing to say. Then I scream, then I scream. For them, my heart, my everything, my last breath to my dying day. My blood, my sweat, my tears, none of this to wash away the pain. My hands begin to shake. He says, you know you're not alone. Heart's pounding, lips on her face. I promise you, I promise you. For them, my heart, my everything, my last breath to my dying day. My blood, my sweat, my tears, none of this to wash away the pain. For them, my heart, my everything, my last breath to my dying day. My blood, my sweat, my tears, none of this to wash away the pain. For them, my heart, my everything, my last breath to my dying day. My blood, my sweat, my tears to wash away the pain.
Hey, this is Jared from Caliber Theory. You're listening to our song Waking Up on Honest Brutality.